I was gonna show you something. There's no way you're gonna remember this. This is the first time you and I met. You must have been like 14 or 15. I think y'all was shooting dice. This is at the show in Cleveland. That's Juvie, Turk, that's me.
That's 14. Crazy, that outfit
like,
that
that's
I got
you,
on.
me. That's how niggas can always remember shit. By the way, that's iceberg history, crazy history.
Say,
is that not crazy?
That's beyond crazy. And I got money in my hand.
I've been a Lil Wayne fan for so long.
Appreciate that.
Did you know Hot Boys popped off in a weird way in Akron, Ohio, before the world, New York? I thought I was a hot boy when I was 14. The story that I heard, your mom said the baby, he can rap, but he not allowed to cuss.
It wasn't just that. It was not allowed to cuss, not allowed to do a lot of other things. You know, I was a straight A student. I was in the best school in New Orleans. You know what I mean? You have to maintain a grade point average to be in that school. So it was kind of like, to her, to me, I'm every bit of a hot boy. I'm all of y'all. I'm every day.
Jewelry,
yeah. But to
white
her,
tees.
this is your button you press or something when you go do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to her, it was like, well, when you press that button, you make sure you remember the rules that goes on in real life. You know, and in real life, you ain't about to be cussing and your pants ain't about to be sagging around me. You ain't about to be doing this and that around me. So just keep me in mind.
Do you listen to your own raps and verses and critique yourself?
As far as old verses?
Something you did yesterday or something you did 10 years ago?
You can ask anybody. I'm listening to something I did yesterday all day, every day. That's why I don't listen to other artists, and I had to explain that in so many interviews that, some of them was taking it as a disrespect. You don't listen to other artists, you don't listen to, and, it was a situation that happened which cleared it all up and helped me with 21 Savage. Someone came up to me, was like, in the interview, was like, so what do you think about the new artist 21 Savage? And I was like, there's a new group with 21 artists? That's the new Wu-Tang? I was like, that gotta be cool as hell. Where they at? Where they from?
Yeah.
So he saw that and he was like, what that nigga? But then he must have got word nah, Slam really don't listen to nothing. He don't know nothing. I don't do social. I don't do none of that. So, you could be the new hottest I wouldn't know.
So when you saw him, yeah.
Nah, he came back out on his own and was like, I found out that homie don't know nothing. He don't, not only me, he don't know none of us. he don't know nobody. So that was that. But with that said, that's all I'm doing is critiquing.
Did you start writing raps at school?
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was 11.
Wow.
Yeah.
You were 11.
Yeah.
Because when did you get with, when did you put your first song out?
I met him at 11.
And put your first song out when you was 12 or 13?
12.
Hot Boys was your first?
No, BGs.
Yeah, Chopper City in the Ghetto?
True story. That was when he became BG. We was a group called the BGs.
Oh, got it. Baby Gangsters.
Yeah, my mama took me away from the group because of school. And, when she heard it, you're like, oh, no. It's like, you about to be, she's like, oh, no, this is not you about to be doing this.
This is not what you about to do.
Yeah, And so she kind of pulled me away. I was 14, 15 when she let me go. Yeah, 14. She let me rock back with him.
And then y'all became Hot Boys.
History was made from there.
Who were the artists for you at that time?
Missy Elliott,
when you were
Jay-Z.
12. Missy Elliott, Jay-Z.
When I was 12,
why Missy and
Jay-Z? It was people in the hood. When I was 12, that's the reason why I started rapping, because of people idolizing this one guy and these two dudes in the hood. Just like, what? That's too dope.
They rapping or they style?
They rapping. They do. We had these things called, everybody have a block party.
Yeah.
At our block parties, it was a showcase. It wasn't get on the mic and the DJ play a few songs and now, you might got somebody that's emceeing it. Just telling the girls, do this dance, do that dance. Ours was like New York's. Whoever about to grab this mic about to rap.
About to spit some shit.
And we about to listen. And I want to hear what you got. There was two of those people that I fell in love with because they weren't bounce rappers.
Oh, yeah.
They was disruptors. They was breaking the remote. When they grabbed the mic, they're not about to tell nobody, do no dance, girl, shake nothing. They about to get up there and straight rap.
Spit,
yeah. So, like them things. So I guess I started going to school and rapping like that.
When you met Baby and Slim, Cash Money was already selling shit out the trunk going. You was around hustlers from the beginning then.
Day one.
But you was a musician, an artist, a rapper to you. When did you make that switch, even being around him and learning like, oh shit, I'm a businessman too. I gotta be entrepreneurial about this too.
Well, in New Orleans, life is so different. You know, life is a little faster. You know, and reality smacks you in your face a little sooner than it does for others. It's just life, like when you're, okay, I'm paying bills. You know, like, no, it's for real. You know, like, okay, I thought this shit was gonna be for me to get to splurge and nah, like this serious. Like I gotta pay my mama house note with this shit, and I gotta pay my like that shit was serious. And that's when you know right there, okay, you start saving and shit. I ain't know nothing about saving. Yeah, like saving for fucking what?
You also started making money so young.
Yeah.
Was that hard
very
for
young.
you?
It wasn't at all. It wasn't at all.
Your mom helped you?
My mom made that easy because my mom had been over twice for a nigga and I ain't never want for nothing. So when that money that started coming in, first thing I did was give it to her. And first thing she did was give it back. Like, she's like, well, you made this for you, show a little money. My first check was for $4,500. And it was like for like she didn't even know, we both didn't know what it was for. You know what I mean? She was like, but I'm 11. You know what I mean? So she's like, what
You
the
like,
fuck?
nigga, what is this for?
She like,
what you did?
Yeah, she's like, what this for? And she's like, cause you know she like about to give it back. She's like, what you did? You know, like about to send this back to baby. And I'm like, why you got this? And so I'm like, this for what I did, I guess. And so when I got of age a little, she was like, well, this your money. You know, she's like, I ain't doing nothing with that. What you want to do? And I was like, I want the movie New Jersey Drive had just came out with Biggie and them and shit. I wanted the Pathfinder. And she was like, sure, take you to Nissan. Got me a Pathfinder. And then it was like, well, you're gonna have to, this thing come with a car note. And so that's when.
You learned.
Yeah, because she was like, cause she explained a lot to me because I ain't know nothing about that at all.
Yeah.
And she was like, you know, your little car note on here gonna be $400. You're gonna have to get whatever you do to get this $4,500. You better keep doing
that,
yeah.
just some more of that.
Yeah, she's like, cause you got to pay for this.
When you started then, there was a version of success for you. You got the check for $4,500, you copped the Pathfinder, watching New Jersey Drive. And then now the Carter 6 about to come out, you know, 30 years later. What was the definition of success then and versus now? Like, how did you measure success then versus now?
Definition of success then was always looking into, I always wanted generational wealth, you know, even when I was younger. And also, obviously, the definition of success was making sure Sita straight. That's why I told you as soon as I got my first cent, I gave it to her. You know what I mean? She gave it right back, but success was, I'm taking care of my mama. You know what I mean? Now, success it hasn't changed too much, I'm taking care of my children.
Do you ever impress yourself? Do you ever listen to something like, damn, that was crazy?
I do, and it's only for a millisecond, you know, like, because I'm already trying to top whatever I just thought I impressed myself with.
You want to beat that?
Yeah, I'm already like, that was dope, man. I could have, should have said, though. I could like, already.
As an artist, as a competitor, do you think that's fair to yourself to treat yourself that way?
Yes, definitely. I mean, it's who I am. That's whatever you want to name it. That's in my blood. That's the fabric, the cloth, whatever. That's me.
I obviously spent my whole life around Bron. We're from the same neighborhood, but he has that same thing. I once asked him, I said, yo, when he won his first championship in Miami, I said, you put your whole life into winning this championship. We were sitting down having lunch. And I said, when I really thought about this, bro, as a champion, you actually only get 2 days to really embrace it. He said, what do you mean? I said, well, you get the night you win, you go out, we went to Story or wherever the hell we went, Miami, and then you get the day you get the rings. Every other day after the minute, somebody gonna win the Super Bowl on February 11th.
Yeah.
And on February 12th, guess what we all gonna be talking about? Who gonna win it next year? Damn, Jordan Love, damn, Patrick Mahomes, they gonna be dope. They just signed him. You're like, but damn, I just put a whole my life and won this Super Bowl. And the next morning you wake up and niggas is like, yo, no. CJ Stroud, he coming, this guy.
I work on a sports show.
Do you think that's fair?
I work on a sports show. Trust me, I
know. You know.
Yes, I know exactly.
Do you think that's fair? And you do that, and think about it, you do that to yourself.
Of course not. It's not fair to athletes. It's not fair to athletes because I always believe that they literally physically putting their all into this as well.
But you're unfair to yourself, which is, I think it's why you're one of the greatest artists to ever live.
Well,
I don't think you can be you without that fucking
at
thing.
all. No, not at all.
You beat yourself up.
Yeah, not at all. I couldn't be. Not at all.
You couldn't be.
Not at all.
You're obsessed.
Whatever it is.
You get obsessed.
Whatever it is.
Do you rap every day, Wayne? Do you think of raps every day? Can you shut it off? Can you ever go like, brain, stop thinking about raps?
So it's interesting. There's a new commercial, a new ad playing now currently. It's my man, Howie Mandel. It's a simple commercial. He's just sitting down talking to me. It's about OCD. It's not what you see in the movies. It's not what you. And so he was like, you have these constant thoughts, you can't get it. I was like, Cause of course, everybody, anybody come around me talk about, you got OCD, you know what I mean? But I'm thinking it's something you're used to saying.
We don't deal with those things.
Yes. You probably told 15 more people that today.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I don't take it so, when he said constant, I was like, Bro, I literally gotta just stop moving and everything and say, think of a fucking word, bro. So we could just stop because it's gonna keep playing.
In your head?
Yes.
But what would it be? It'd be like,
you gotta come up with part 2 of the line. Because I didn't thought of something. Somebody said something on television. No.
No beats, nothing. It's just be you like.
Somebody said something on television that was catchy. And a million words just start rhyming to it in my head. I'm like, come on.
Do you think you've made your best song? Do you think you wrote your best verse yet?
Not at all. Not at all.
You think your best verse is still to come?
Of course.
What's your best one today? Like we put a pause on life, Wayne.
Right now, my best verse. To me, to this day, my best verse is gonna always be my verse on. It was a song called my first solo song on the Hot Boyz album. It was a song called Block Burner.
You don't say a cuss word on that.
Exactly, at all.
You was niggas like, I know that verse.
And so, I started when we would go do shows and stuff in New York, like just stuff in New York, like even a TV show or something. If they have another New York artist on that, they would always put me to the side and like let me know, like, bro, I respect that that you come up, that you rap like that and don't cuss. Because they would always also tell me, because I thought when I listened to you, I thought you was gonna just be like a little sing-song artist where it doesn't matter if you cussing or not. It's like, but you really be rapping. They would always give me, always New York artists, always.
Shout out to Block Burner Trees, know I listen to that shit all the time. Put it on in the car when I leave. So when I listen to you on God Did, when you get to the second half of your verse, I'm sure you heard this, you start getting busy on that motherfucker. When you say, what up, twin? Like the whole game look at me now. Are you proud that you changed it? Or are you sad sometimes like, damn, they copied my style?
Never.
Are you how do you feel about that?
Beyond proud. It's like, you know what I mean? I think I was asked this before and I was like, bro, I can't word it no more, no less than being a proud father. You seeing what you ain't nothing like having your kids, some of your kids wanna be different. You gotta deal, as a man, you gotta deal like, damn, why you don't wanna be like me? You know what I mean? Like that. But then when you see one of your kids is like everything like you, wanna be just like you. And you're a proud father, and then you see them executing in their own way. In their own way, that's the execution, but shit, you getting it. You know what I mean? So I respect it. And
do guys come up to you all the time and give you thanks? Like, man, I appreciate you.
That's another thing about this generation. They are very honest. This generation, they're very honest, and that's something we wore cliche. We wore chip on our shoulder. You couldn't even be an R&B singer and give another R&B singer too much props back then. You know how it went, and why you talking about this person? Oh, you got something. You know how it went back then. So these days, man, these kids come straight up to me and tell me straight the fuck up, man. Well, you the reason why this, you the reason why that, you the reason why I got this, you the reason why I started doing this, and I was like, I tell them like, man, I can't do nothing but be fucking floored just be honored.
The 20th anniversary of the Carters coming up, which makes me feel old, because I'm, again, you're the same age, God, I can't believe that. And you about to do the Carter 6 is coming. Do you ever feel pressure, like, is the Carter 6, you feel pressure, like the 20th anniversary, the series of the Carter, or you just like, it is what it is?
I be having to be told that that's coming up. So
that
let you know.
Because you just work.
Yeah, that's dope, though. That's cool.
You just like, I'm working.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make the next.
Trying to get to the next one.
I was watching an interview with you and you was talking about like, and I heard, and Jay rapped about this actually, like you was talking about when you first came, like you were running the office and get the Billboard magazine.
Yeah.
Jay said, I won't get the line right now, but we used to think Billboard was it, now fuck Billboard. Yeah. He said something like that, I'm paraphrasing. And now, all music, but especially rap and hip hop is so saturated and is like everywhere. And it used to be competitive, like for instance, I remember waiting and like, damn, I can't wait to hear this song to see whose verse was better, who spit the hardest, and who sold the most.
Yeah.
And now with all this saturation, how do you think about when the Carter 6 about to come out, was it a success or not, with all this shit out there?
You know, it's funny. You got some, I still, mine still work the way it always have. And I always look at that's what's unique about you, man. That's what's unique about you. Because what I mean by that is, when I drop, or when Beyonce drop, she don't give a fuck about how saturated it is. It's just like she dropped in 98. You know what I mean? We all go to the left. Shit, what? You know what I mean? I'm that guy. When I drop, we gonna be Carter 6 and around this bitch.
I love hip hop. Hip hop is the reason I can sit here with you. Hip hop is this art form that became a lifestyle, but really embodies our people, like black people, specifically in America, now it's spread around the world, of like this feeling of we have nothing, but we live like we got everything. That's a feeling that you can transfer everywhere. And I always say Lil Wayne is the first true hip hop star who really became this version of a rock star. And I should be 60 coming to a little, I want to be 65, 70. Coming to how do you feel about that? Do you want to be that guy?
That's exactly who it's called the ultimate artist. That's exactly who I strive to be. It's called the ultimate artist, meaning so, and I look at Taylor Swift. I spoke with somebody and we was talking, he was like, man, you know, I used to work with Taylor. Like when they worked with me, like before, you know, he's like, you never know the older guys. Like I used to work with her when she was younger. She would always have at least 2,500 to 2,000 people at the end at every show that she's gonna either sign or take a picture, or just shake, or just tell you she like your dress or like your shoes or whatever. But he's like, she didn't do a show without it. So he was like, I'm telling you this, I'm saying that to say that she's like you, those people that have daughters now, and that's telling their daughters the reason why they're in love with them, and now they're in love with it, and that's generations. It's like, He's like, you're that. Like, he's like, you're that. Just keep going.
Is there anything you haven't done that you really want to do in life?
Nah, I think the answer to that would be whatever my kids haven't done that they want to do. And
you want to experience it with them?
Experiencing with it, yeah.
And do you get to experience things that you never would do through your kids?
Of course.
Like what?
Just simple things, you know, that's the most things, just simple things that I didn't get to do because I signed so quick and blew up so damn quick.
I get it.
You know what I mean? Just little things like that, it could be something small as a...
Yeah, like my son loves Legos. I never did Legos because it wasn't my thing.
Yeah.
This nigga's obsessed. Like you are a rap.
Yeah, my son was obsessed with it.
So I actually had to damn, I should try and sit here. It's hard though.
You
really hard.
You ain't rock with Legos? Oh man.
Not as a kid, it wasn't my thing. I was a sports kid.
You're different. I got you.
From day one.
I got you.
Like Monday Night Football since I was 5.
Got you.
My son is sports through me.
Yeah.
I've had to experience Legos through him.
Yeah.
So now I do rock. I love Legos now, weirdly, later in life, but through him. You have something like that with your kids, or like things you experiencing?
Exactly. So, you know, I didn't know what a soccer ball do. I picked that motherfucker up and throw it through a basketball goal. Motherfucker start dribbling, they would dunk that bitch for you. You know what I mean? But my oldest soccered out. And so now, you know, I'm soccered out. He don't even care about it. You know, I'm like, hey, you saw Man U versus Tottenham? He like, no. You know, I'm like, he look at me like, what? Like, never mind, man. All right. But you know, little things like that.
Lil Wayne, the artist, we know very well. But Lil Wayne has become a business too. As you said, you learned that when you was like 11.
Yes.
But then you took artistry and turned it into a business of Lil Wayne. Do you love that part of it too, of being Lil Wayne? There's the artist and there's the businessman Lil Wayne.
That part is, it kind of just come with it, but the business part is beyond, I'm not sure if it's beyond fun to me, because I was never, you know, it's kind of new to me.
Yes.
And the only new to me, it wasn't because it was by choice. Of course, y'all do that type of thing. Y'all do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. You know what I mean? But now I gotta do this now, and I gotta do it. And so it's kind of, you know, I get to make decisions, and I get to and I get to think about them, have thoughts on these and opinions on these decisions, and advice and opinion, and like I said, and just just the whole business side of it, being business minded and not approaching it, knowing that I would approach these same situations as Wayne minded.
Yes.
Before, you know what I mean? Meaning whatever I was feeling, how I was feeling that fucking day.
Fuck
you know what I mean? You know
I woke up today on this, I'm on this.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me about nothing else.
Yeah, so now, now I have a reality slapper somewhere, you know what I mean? Because I'm still wake up like, nigga, what? Like, what? Man, I did this, man, I earned, man, what? And then like, you got to do it to them.
Thank you for coming on the show, bro.
Love,
I love you, bro. I've been looking forward to this
for
a whole lifetime, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, bro.
Man.
Appreciate you,
For
bro.
real, man.
Thank you.
For real.